This blog explores how Endpoint Digital leverage AI agent systems and Databricks to build travel itineraries. So, what is the problem that we're trying to solve when it comes to travel planning?
Yes, imagine you are planning a vacation, and you find yourself spending hours scrolling through websites, reading reviews, trying to find the place that fits your plan and the perfect itinerary. And according to an Expedia poll, travelers spend over 5 hours researching and trying to plan this perfect trip, visiting many different pages, and it's a very tiring process. And that's a lot of effort required from our side. So this is the problem we're trying to solve.
Oh, yeah, nice. So basically, if you could have a personal travel agent that could create a tailored itinerary for you in just 30 seconds, that's what we're talking about here, right? So, what's the technology that they use to do that?
Yeah, so mainly two things were used in the approach. RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, which, for those that haven't heard that before, it's the approach that combines the power of large language models with up-to-date information stored in vector databases. And mainly we use that to solve the problem for outdated information and hallucinations. And now we call it here compound systems, but we in Databricks we have renamed it to agentic systems, but these are systems that they don't rely on to a very basic simple component, but they may have an LLM and different other systems all working together. These systems can be specialized to a task or more generic, but the idea is all of these AI experts work together to solve a specific user need or request.
Awesome. So, how does it work step by step? Can you deep dive into this?
Yeah,
How they
let's
do it?
Let's go through the diagram. It's easier to comprehend and understand. So the system mainly takes the travel preferences for each user, things like destination, dates, purpose of travel, and budget. And the user then query. So as the user request come in, we go and query these three different racks. One is for the places, restaurants, and events. And we retrieve a couple of items from each rack, and then we connect all of these, pass it to the LLM to build the final end-to-end itinerary. So here the compound system comes from the fact that we are combining three different racks, each one built for a specific reason and need. Now all of these three different systems are up to date on isolation, and we manage this pre-processing step on the back on behind.
Awesome. And so generating an itinerary is one thing, but then you need to make sure that it's you have quality output. So how did they ensure the high quality of the system?
These are the usual retrieval metrics that when we create RAG applications, we use the precision at K, recall at K, and NDCG at K. And mainly why we chose these three is because the precision measures the proportion of relevant documents among the retrieved documents. And that is important for us because it helps us understand how accurate our retrieval component for each isolated retrieval part is, and that was key for our application. And the next one, the recall, measures basically the proportion of relevant documents that were successfully retrieved out of all the possible relevant documents we have. And that means that in this way, we can high recall ensures that your RAG system isn't missing any crucial information that we could have grabbed, but we didn't manage to. And the most interesting one is the NDCG, which is not only how many right information were retrieved, but also what was the ranking of those, how high or low in the ranking the key relevant information were returned. And that is really important when you want to ensure that the most relevant information is not just retrieved, but also prioritized in the process of the RAG. So we combine these three different key metrics to tune and fine-tune our RAG application. Now, apart from the way we measure the accuracy and how well the application was performing, we also use the LLM as a judge approach to make sure that we evaluate our compound system or agentic system for professionalism and completeness. So these were key metrics that we created to evaluate this part of the application. So we define them and we ask the LLM to judge against professionalism and completeness. And on the prompt side, because we iterated a lot on the prompt, We used the SPY, which helped us optimize our prompt through all our iterations using, again, something like an LLM, a judging approach, not LLM judge, but a judging approach against different other metrics that we have defined.